Hello, everybody. My name's Artendris, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. I have what's the button to do this again? Is it that? Yes, F3 and B. I had to go hunting for some Fae to try and get the Fae essence for a new Mystic code, because I broke the other one. And, I tried hitboxes. Those don't work. You can't apparently see the hitbox for a Fae unless you have the Fae sight thing on. And I lost my Fae sight scroll when I lost the Mystic code. Anyways, last time we did a little bit of prep work to begin with, like we did all of our enchanting. Now we have some interesting effects on some of our armor. The feet and the pants, they're both they've both got something. Rebound does some damage back. Stable footing, I think, means I don't take much knockback if I had to guess. I don't know for sure. But these ones both got some good stuff on them. Protection 5, Blast Protection 6, Respiration 5, Mana Boost 5, Blessing 9, Spectral Conjurer 9. Spectral Conjurer is really cool. If I take a hit, it will summon a spirit dog that will attack for us. Which is a blessing and a curse, because it keeps running around and attacking creepers, and they keep making creeper holes. So that's a thing. But, blessing. I didn't quite understand what it meant at first. But basically, whenever I get hit, there's a chance I'll get a random effect. So it's hit or miss if it gives something good, but I have gotten like a zinc sight and I think I got vibranium sight at one point. So if I could manipulate when I get hit in the right place, I could use it to get really good. That's a random effect. I might have an idea of what to do with that later on, but it's going to take some work. Anyways, yeah, really good effects, interesting things going on with those. Curse of Bones does like a little bone attack of anything that hits us. So that's all cool. Cool. Words are hard. Anyways, after that, a couple other little prep things we wanted to get done first. I can't remember any of them right now. But after that, it was time to take on the dragon. So that fight went... Well, the fight itself went okay. We didn't have any extra glass swords, so we had to do it manually with the bow and the sword. With our new powered up jetpack, it went more or less no problem. We did it pretty much fine. But yeah. Then we tried to get fancy with it. We used a containment ritual on the dragon, as well as setting up the deep learner for it. I need to deal with these. They're all overflowing at this point. But yeah, I sort of broke it a tiny bit. I contained the dragon. I tried and failed to free the dragon. The dragon's now in the cage here in the little jar forever, but it also summoned a new one for us to kill. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but anyways, we ended up with a jarred dragon and an extra one spawned in that we could kill to get our exit from the end. Actually, come to think of it, it's just a thing, isn't it? It will summon a new dragon if the old one despawns, and if there's no portal already active, I guess. I think I knew that. Actually, I think I understand what happened more. But yeah, that's cool. So we now have infinite dragon's breath, and on top of that, we got some of the extra scales for killing it. That was that. Between episodes, what has happened? I technically haven't done much, but our little Drigme friend, well, it's been pretty hard at work. And apparently I've severely misunderstood how this thing works. Okay. I need to not kill everything here, but I definitely need to kill some of it. Do I have a single hit axe? I think my other axe has a chance to attack multiple things. This one is single hit, it looks like, so... Really? It's just shy of an insta-kill, huh? Honestly, actually, no, that works pretty well. If I'm a little bit careful with it and I don't just go all out and kill off everything instantly, it's fine. Anyways, yeah, our little Drigme friend, it's just been collecting from the dragon egg, or the dragon jar, at the whole time. And I assumed it would just collect dragon's breath for us. That is not how this works at all. No, the way the Drigme works is it automates the mob drops that you would get from that thing. So, we now have infinite dragon skin and infinite dragon scales. It did not work on the mystical aggreditions one, interestingly enough, to note. But now we have infinites of these, which golden dragon scales along with the dragon egg gets an arcane dragon egg. So I think we can just get a pet dragon. If that works how I want it to work. Actually, Forbidden Arcanus. I'm gonna assume it's probably in here. Dragon eggs. Do we see what looks like a dragon egg? No, this doesn't have anything in it. It's just the forages that you can make. Interesting. We'll have to make it to see, I guess. Or hope that there's a guidebook we can look at. So, yeah, those things are infinites, but not the mystical version of them. So that's good to know. But also, between episodes, I've just been running the machine a little bit more. I did make another set of Simulation Chamber and Loot Fabricator, just so that we could run these through a little bit faster. I ran the Enderman one a couple of times, and then I started running a Blaze run, but it's not running right now. I've been more focused on the... you can take half of them. I've been more focused on the Wither one for now. As you can probably tell, by the stack and a half of nether stars I have here, and then the fact that we're going to get more in a moment. Yeah, um, whether nether stars are no longer a problem. I know we're going to need a lot for the ATM star, so that works out pretty well. Plus, I need 60 of them if I want to evolve Caliburn all the way to its max potential. So, I think that's part of our goal for today. I'm just going to take this stack. And I have to deal with a little bit of extra inventory stuff. I spent a while doing it beforehand, but now I have to deal with it again. But anyways, where did it go? The Fey Essence, I need you, and I need these, so I can get a new version of this. Now, what are we... Okay, I did get that right. I already made the strengthening and projection scroll again. Those were lost for a little bit. I do have to set back up projection now. So, what are we doing today? Well, I want to evolve Caliburn. I want to use all of those nether stars with it, and just try to get it pretty strong. And we're probably turning it into Morgan today. That's pretty likely to happen, but Morgan won't be showing its true colors just yet, unless I can figure something out. Which I think I actually understand how to figure out, and we're going to be attempting that today too. But right now, all this extra stuff is just going to sit here. You and you. Anyways, so we need projection, projection needs to be set back up. That'll go later. I am going to need strengthening for some of the stuff I want to get done today, because I think I want to rematch the Ender Dragon so we can get the data model set up, and we're going to attempt to get Clarent again. We tried and failed last time. Oh yes, speaking of which, 4 free Ender Pearls and a free Copper Ore Hammer for finding the end. And because we beat the dragon, just a free bunch of experience. Cool. I'm gonna have to go and drop that all off again. But, as I'm just gonna stand here for a moment, what are we getting up to today? I want to try setting up some spawners. So, as Depeche pointed out, there is this nutritious chicken feed, or, well, GM chicken feed and GM chicken feed cursed as well, all from mob grinding utilities, the same mod that adds in the ore tank, or the XP tank thing. So the nutrition one, it looks pretty simple to make actually. It's buckets of experience juice. You feed it to a chicken. The chicken does not survive, but you get a golden egg, which, if we look at mob, this thing makes blessed earth, or delightful dirt rather, which makes mobs and stuff, or I think good mobs spawn more. Meanwhile, you also have the, where is it? The cursed feed will give you the rotten egg, which will make dreadful dirt, which does the same thing for evil mobs. But we do have the GM chicken feed, this one in between. Feed the chickens, single use for the chicken. Apparently, the way that this thing works is that it's going to give us a spawn egg, and from there, I know just what to do with it. So any seed, a bucket of experience, which, I mean, that's simple enough to get. I just need to eat a couple of these. There we go. And in fact, I can just pump it back into here. take a bucket, which I should have extras somewheres, but apparently I don't. Apparently I'm going to have to make it in a moment. But 1, 2, 3, or bucket of experience. If I can open any right, I'm opening every wrong, every single wrong thing I could. Anyways, bucket of experience. Where is it? Here it is. A bucket of experience, a seed, and a used mob swab. So, for that we need a mob swab, which we're going to use to go collect DNA. It's a stick and 2 pieces of wool. How simple is that? It doesn't even matter what color wool it is. So, I think I want to make 2 of these. One of them we're going to make for villagers, and the other one we're going to go make for the things, whatever they're called in Nether, the ancient soldiers. So we're going to try and get a spawn egg for those, and a spawn egg for villagers. And we've been collecting some spawners along the way, which I think should be pretty simple just to evolve. Like, I think if you use a spawn egg on a spawner, it will just instantly become it, if I'm not mistaken. So there's that. Let's head on home. Home. Let's see. Yes, yes. I don't feel like dealing with that boss right now. So where are you? Not in there. Let's see. Okay, did every villager in this village end up dying? Apparently the answer is yes. It's not going to be as simple as that. I do know where there's another village we can go to, but it's going to take me a moment to run over there. This is one farther south here. Actually, I want to say there's villagers in that thing, or there's a village there that might have something going on. Jagcloyer, or whatever it's called, or however to pronounce it. Where's my thing? Actually, I just have a jetpack. I just need to press T beforehand, although I have to be very careful when using that thing. Anyways, go over to Jagcloyer. I said Jagcloyer. Now, this place should still have villagers, right? There we go. Oh! It it just consumed the villager. Cool. Oh. What? Hold on, I need an explanation. Where is easy villagers? I need an explanation. Control F. Um, easy villagers. Where is this? Tips and tricks. In vanilla, villagers can be really frustrating to deal with. Cycling trades is not easy at all, and professions can sometimes be tough to deal with. Easy Villagers is a mod to make all of it much easier to deal with. For starters, you can pick up a villager by sneak right-clicking them. Okay, that's really nice and good to know. Then they can be placed back in, or in specific blocks from the Easy Villager mod. Okay, so can you essentially... Oh, you can make just a tiny little village and just have a whole bunch of villagers just always stuck in place. That's good to know. I don't think I need to carry this mason with me right now. You can just go back there. We might require your assistance again. But this thing, paired with a single seed, which I did not grab beforehand, and I do not have any on me. Ah, there we go. So this, and this gets us a villager DNA chicken feed. So from there, we just need to head back home, or to the farm, I guess. It says it's single use for the chicken. I know it's going to sacrifice the chicken. I just need to make sure that it's not an explosive sacrifice. So, we're just going to do this over here, I think. Oh. Why? Why? Why is that what happens? Cool. We have a villager spawn egg now. We're gonna go with it. I don't even know what just happens. Anyways, from there, should be as simple as taking this. I have 2 zombie spawners, and I don't think I need the first one even. So from here, this should become a villager spawn egg, right? An unemployed villager spawn egg, but still a villager spawn egg nonetheless. Oh, this will also be a good way to grind to become evil bonets, because we're gonna get all those points as well. So, control for stats, minimum spawn delay 200, max is 800, spawn count 4, max entity 6, so on and so forth. And because this is apothic spawners, we can adjust all that. But yes, your knowledge of death has increased, neighborhood brawl, and all that stuff. Is that really the first time we kill a villager? Oh, you killed a villager. I guess it is. Cool. So, that's coming with us. For now, I'm just going to do that. So that's going to be very good when we evolve our Caliburn, or corrupt our Caliburn, I suppose, more accurately. So there's that. Good. Thanks for the other boss. Before we head to the Nether, I want to grab another containment circle, because since we know that our little Drigme friend works on picking up mob drops, not just whatever is in the book, I do also want to try containing. I do want to try containing one of those things in it, just to try it, and we'll actually bring a source jar with us so we don't mess up the ritual this time. But containment ritual, 3 glass bottles, a manipulation essence, and a vexing archwood. I believe that's all the easy stuff we had before. I just need a couple more bottles, which is again simple enough. Come on. Oh yeah, I do need another binding jar, but that's also relatively simple. That. I said source gem, right? No, it's vexing wood. And then I just need some glass, which is stored not in there because I turned all that glass into this stuff. There's that. So if I can do all these recipes right, another containment jar, more glass bottles, that, and that. Cool, so now we'll be able to do the containment ritual on one of them, and the rest of them we're going to turn into, we're going to turn one of them into a mob swab for a spawner, and then we're going to contain a second one, just to see which one's going to be better in the long run. But I do need a source jar first, so I'm just going to grab this one, because it's right here. And let me head on over to the Nether. I'll see when we're about to do it. It's just going to take me a moment to get over there. Okay, I decided to go over to the library instead of just doing it at home. That way I could also test what happens when you try to pick up a trial spawner without... what happens when you try to open up a trial spawner? Because picking up the normal spawner still works fine, but I'm curious what would happen in this case. Oh yeah, we could also do the boss here whenever we want. We just have to go ahead and make the thing. So, wait for the first one to spawn. There we go. We now have the mob swab for it. Cool. I should have set up the ritual thing beforehand. Are you coming upstairs to get me, or are you going to get stuck? Ritual, containment jar, source jar. Come on. And... come on. Come back downstairs. Where are you going? Why on... excuse me. What are you doing, you silly things? Got it. Cool. Looks like that took 5 source. Why did that work? Like, I'm not confused why this one works. Oh, I see. So it activated the first time against the dragon for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but that's how it should have worked. It should have needed 5 source in order to activate against the dragon, but it didn't for some reason. Oh, well, I'm not going to knock it too hard. We caught the dragon without bringing any source with us. So, whatever. Anyways, let's head back down to that spawner. I might as well finish off the spawner in and of itself. Just wait for the last couple to spawn and take care of them. See if we get any extra fragments for free. Where's my spellbook? Here it is. I want to grab out our little familiar friend. Just for the extra looting. Hello, spirit dog. There's 2 fragments. Cool. It actually gave us something this time. Cool. Anyways, what happens when we try this? Okay, that's what I was expecting to happen, but it is good to have clarification and certainty on that fact altogether. But I think we're good to go home now. We're gonna set up this. We're gonna set up this jar next to our little Drigme friend. I should also just grab... well, I already did it once, but I'm just gonna keep grabbing all the stuff out of this and put it elsewhere. Or... actually, this should work, right? I should be able to just set up a second chest right next to it. And just bring that one all the way up to diamond as well. And they should fill up both if I had to guess right. That's going to be better than continuously emptying this one. So, 1 second. I just put down this chest and it already looks like this. That is silly. It is silly how quickly these things work. Anyways, let's put down our little ancient knight friend. It's just going to hang out in there. I'm very curious to see if this works, because this might just be an infinite source of, oh, you can see it sort of activate there a little bit. This might be an infinite source of ancient debris. It would be very nice if that's the case. So, well, I'm just going to have to let it run and see for a little bit. Anyways, I do have everything together to go ahead and make the Ancient Knight spawn egg as well. After seeing it happen once, I'm a bit more confident with this. And pop. Yeah, that's not going to make any more sense than it is that. I just don't think that's ever going to make more sense. Anyways, spawn egg for Ancient Knight acquired. Just need to head on home to get another spawner. Actually, I think I might have left a spawner underground nearby in the little cave under this hill. I'm still planning out how I want to build this. I was thinking of making a side entrance and maybe putting in like an underground tech lab. It runs into some problems immediately though. But I want to say, yes, there is a spawner right there. That works out perfectly. What are you? Not that it really matters much. I don't care about zombie spawners. So, zombie spawner becomes an ancient knight spawner. This should work pretty much fine. And I guess I should start looking at the apothic upgrades, huh? I'm about to be attacked. Maybe I should move this. Anyways, you two can go away. You're just going to take a few moments to spawn in. Do I have a little Drigme friend with me or no? The answer is no. Really, they're killing each other. I didn't even get my Drigme out. There we go. Oh, I got some sort of effect. Lightning resistance 5. Interesting. So, I guess we technically have an essentially internal source of Cinder Essence and another Netherites. I just have to get lucky when it comes to the drops. You can go away. So, I think going upstairs should be close enough for this. But if we wanted to look at upgrading this with the apothic stuff, what would we be looking at? So, apothic spawners. Another game change it brings is spawners. You can pick them up with Silk Touch and then upgrade them. So, echoing, any mobs spawned will have the loot that they dropped multiplied. So, I mean, pretty obviously, we're going to be giving this spawner the echoing thing. That way, all of these mobs will give us a bunch of extra loot. That's a given, right? Like, we're specifically hunting these for netherite. We want the thing to give extra netherite. So, Echo Shard it is. And, I think you can see here spawner modifications. Okay, so it only has one level. I think some of them are going to have multiple. So, just a few tweaks. Now, any mob spawned from this is going to have extra effects put on top of it. It's going to give us extra loot. Cool. I need to wait for it to actually spawn extra things to showcase that. Anyways, go away. What else is there? So, did that one. Burning sets them on fire immediately. Dripstone decreases their starting health. Spawn count makes more. No AI is an important one, but we're going to need a chorus fruit for that. Essentially, anything that gets spawned in will act as if it was like an armor stand, a mob that cannot move. Honestly, that's also probably a good choice for this. Setting this up with a no AI, loot echoing for extra loots. So far, I'm only not really feeling the extra loots, but hopefully, I do need looting on a sword. Max entities to get more would be nice. Lowering how long it takes for them to spawn. My dogs are still getting stuff blown up. Um, Opposite day basically makes it have the opposite effect, if you wanted the less mobs, I guess. Turn down spawner noises, ignore light, and ignore players basically says, hey, or actually ignore all conditions does everything, but that would just mean it would spawn even if I wasn't around. Are we getting any more netherite out of this? One extra piece. I guess it's better than nothing. Anyways, I'm gonna take this with me for now. Oh, there we go. We got 3. Let's head on back upstairs. Well, we'll keep upgrading this thing, but we now do have a source of this. We're just gonna have to upgrade it a bunch more first. What's my fastest way upstairs? I have no idea. Okay, so I just teleported home with that apparently was on cooldown, or it came off of cooldown. I'm gonna need a dog for part of what's coming up next. I don't like it, but I am gonna need one. Anyways, I think next up is going to be Morgan. Yeah, that sounds like fun. I don't like part of this, but it's what's with the red aura villager? Excuse me? What's going on there? I need to know. What are you? Huh? Okay then, so it was a zombie villager, but it looked weird. Cool. Whatever. That was totally just a normal villager pretending to be a zombie, I'm fairly sure, but okay. Anyways, yeah, Morgan. Well, to start with, we're going to need to... Since when are the owls over here? What is even happening anymore? Where did you come from, little friend? I haven't seen you over here. Okay, then. Anyways, we're gonna start off by evolving or upgrading our, that Caliburn. Wow, I just forgot the name of perhaps the most legendary sword in existence. Cool, we're just doing that now. Anyways, evolving Caliburn. I don't think we care about its actual damage. I think we only... That's a big moth. I think we only care about its innate cap at this point. From there, we'll be able to evolve it pretty much on freely. So throw in the stars, and then throwing in Caliburn itself should just increase its innate cap, right? Innate cap of 60. It did use all 64 stars. We did throw in too many, I guess. So that's the true max for how strong you can make a Caliburn. The normal... That doesn't sound right. I'm fairly certain, unless they've tweaked it and made it weaker from here, that that's actually weaker than than the max used to be. To get to the next cap, you need 60 nether stars. Once upgraded, it can't be upgraded anymore, so make sure you toss in all 60 at once. Okay, so whatever, I'm sure that worked fine. Innate cap, 60. I think it used to be like 250, but I think they might have tweaked it and made it weaker than that. Whenever you brought it to its maximum. Anyways, from there, I guess I should probably... Oh no, it does say 60 there. Maybe I'm just completely misremembering. I do need a bucket, so I might as well just do this, the advancements here anyways, or the quests. So now I have a bucket of the murky water. I don't know if there's a use for that. I figured I'd just do it. And that looks like it's just the same recipes as normal water. But Muddy Lake, thanks for Smite 5 and some free powdered gold. Upgrading Caliburn, thanks for the Smite 5, some free stuff. And the experience levels, thank you very much. Oh, they instantly went into the bag, that makes sense. Anyways, from there, Morgan. To get Morgan, you need to kill a pet dog with Caliburn. Also, Caliburn's innate cap will be Morgan's innate cap. Good luck. So, well, we're also gonna free villager spawn egg for this, so that's pretty cool. But, this is my least favorite spot. This is my least favorite part. Like, a couple of years back, we did a Tenshura series right after I had lost my dog in real life, and I literally spawned in Morgan so I didn't have to do this. Yeah, I am a sucker. I hate this part. I truly hate this so much. You have a lot of health. Now, No! The game made me hit it 3 times! God, I hate it. I hate it so much. I reject my humanity. You monster. That decreased our alignment. Our wolf was slain. But now we have Morgan. So, 8 damage. I guess it does take over the damage that it was already at. Ability is on cooldown of 29 seconds. Every 30 seconds, it has a special effect that we can do with it. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually grab the smite books and whatnot. Maybe I should have upgraded it first. Morgan, free villager spawn egg, some more free stuff, some more experience levels. Anyways, max out Morgan. The only way to increase Morgan's damage is by killing villagers. BB villagers give even more damage. Hopefully you have a farm set up. Then after many villagers' deaths, you'll have a maxed out Morgan. Also, you can hold right click with Morgan to do a special attack. All of those will go away for a moment. We're just going to use this spawn egg since we got it for free. So, hello. It didn't work. There we go. So, villager dead. How many breads have you eaten in your life? Can I press the right... Killed your first villager with Morgan. How do I keep pressing every wrong button? So, 8.1 attack damage is now its new maximum. So, it's a 0.1 every time. So it's going to take a little bit. But we do have it. Also, I can read up a bit more on Morgan in here real quick, I think. Here it is. This wicked sword is the result of the corruption of the holy sword Caliburn, obtained through the murder of a player's best and most loyal friend with the holy sword Caliburn. The sword obtains its power not from a mysterious lake, but from the killing of innocents. Villagers, and more so child villagers, provide a damage bonus for the sword, requires mana, and also heal any damage the sword has. Holding right-click the sword will release a ball of evil to stab and pull nearby enemies. Lastly, pressing the keybind Y with the sword equipped provides a rage effect, which very briefly boosts attack speed and walking speed. They invoke a cooldown that prevents either from being used. Okay, so let's pull out our villager spawner real quick. That's just going to start going. Echoing doesn't matter. How do we get it to spawn extra things at once? Apothic spawners. Max entities is a ghast tier. Am I carrying those on me or did I leave those at home? I think I left those at home, which is a little bit sad. But, there we go. We actually got it to activate this time. Wow, it does the damage of the sword, doesn't it? Okay. But much like Caliburn, this also has that sort of effect, so I don't actually have to aim. If I'm just swinging in the general direction, I'm going to get a hit in. And 8.4. Wow, you are tanky. Was I swinging too fast? Maybe I was swinging too fast. Anyways, 8.6. We're gonna be here for a while. Is that 10 yet, though? I think that might be 10. Nope, it's only 9. Oh, there we go. Crime in town. Max out Morgan. Hold on, is that... You killed 10 villagers. Cool. Alignment decreased. Knowledge of death increased. Shift T. No, I want Control T. Oh yeah, we never actually went to the pinnacle as well. Lose thyself at the mountain stormy peaks. We unlocked this after killing the dragon, but tiers and stuff were going up. Everything's stronger. We're getting extra experience and extra luck and stuff. So just activate the pinnacle, because why not? World's as hard as it's gonna get now. But I don't actually remember. How do I gain access to the Tombstone screen? The only way I know is when you level up, it lets you access it from there. But I need to find out the keybind to do it normally. Thanks for the free Plaguebringer book. But I'm not going to keep doing this all day. I'm just going to kill off this little group here. Bring that with me. And I'm going to look for the keybind for tombstones real quick, because I want to see how evil we've gotten just from this little bit here. There we go. Let me take a look. Okay, found it. It has 3 different keybinds that it could have been. Show compendium, or compendium is what I just set to O. Okay, that is very specifically that. It was not the wrong one. That was the wrong one. Of course it was. 1 in 3 shots. I think it's probably going to be Knowledge of Death, which is not the one I actually set. But Corrales is what it was under, not Tombstones. And where is it? Here it is. So not Compendium. I'm going to assume it's Knowledge of Death then. Cool. So that brings us to this screen. We have 4 skill points right now that we could use. We are still good. Like we have killed, we just killed 15 villagers, I think, and we're still good. I don't understand it. We're not using this magic yet. Enchantments instructed. Better chance to get good loot from villager or from zombies and whatnot. Enchanted key, I want to find out what that does. Returning extra experience. Not removing those. Just a 5% speed boost, damage and whatnot. Make the magic better, makes praying, whatever. I don't know. I just feel like that's the most all-around good. The rest of them are very specific for when you're doing this. Okay, so I'll just never lose experience again, and I just have a 20% damage boost and damage reduction. Cool. We're slowly inching closer to evil. So there is that. So we're getting pretty close to being able to do the evil necromancy stuff that I wanted to do. The more we strengthen our... Yeah, the more we strengthen up our thing, the stronger we're closer we're going to get. So, Morgan, we know how to do it. It's going to take us a little bit. What other things can we get real quick? Well, with the help of our Mystic Code friend here, setting it to strengthening, and our little stick friend right here, as well as our Oriel's Bite Storm. I would very much love to make a simpler lightning spell to do this, but I don't have a part of the sea, so we're going with this instead, and we're probably gonna die here. Anyways, strengthening. There's a stick in our offhand. Does strengthening just not work in the offhand? Come on. Let's switch hands, maybe? Why? Okay. Apparently, I'm just going to need to make extra strengthening scrolls, because it does not work in the Mystic Code. So, switch these. We now have a stick in the offhand and strengthening in the main one. Scroll of strengthening. There we go. Unbreakable, strengthened stick. Cool. Oriel's Bite Storm. Ow. Oh, we survived! Barely because of our extra 13 hearts, but we survived. Anyways, we now have Emrys's magic staff, or just Emrys as it's called. Quest complete over here. Hold a stick in your offhand and then the scroll of strengthening in your main hand and hold right click. Thanks for the free powdered gold and free experience level. Emrys. There we go. I guess it needed to be in the main inventory to actually activate there. This one I don't know. This is a newer one. I don't know if I've ever tried this one. I wonder what you need to do to get a lightning staff. Could it be getting struck by lightning while holding the strengthened stick? I think so. Once you have Emrys, hold in your offhand and hold right click. The results will be shocking. Powdered gold, powdered ice, free experience levels, cool. Hold it in your offhand and hold right click is what it said. So that can go there. Oh. So this is not a tool to be used around the house. Cool. Good to know. Probably could have guessed it from the fact that you need to get struck by lightning to even get it, and it's probably going to do pretty similar stuff around the place. Oh, yeah, this is really Mahou intensive. It's gonna take us a bit to be able to use this thing, but it is cool to look at it if nothing else. It's a giant staff with a blue floaty electrical orb on it. So, yeah, I do really love the Mahou weapons. They're so cool. So we can't really use this yet. But I can just try it a bit more. Now I can't test it over here. There's an owl friend. Where can I actually test this? I guess I can head on over to where the wild wither was. That shouldn't have anything too important around it. I thought I was running up to a village and I was going to feel bad for what I was about to do, but apparently this is a pillager outpost, and I no longer feel bad. And actually, going goodness points doesn't matter. Like, the main goal with Morgan is to become evil for the sword, not for Tombstone, and even if I do want to become evil for Tombstone, it's just going to be a couple extra villager kills, isn't it? So, hello there. Is it really the one? I was hoping for something a little bit more. Oh, well, we're just going to stand outside and do this. Emrys. Whoops. Not exactly what I meant to do. Okay, so we can't do it. Obviously, if the main hand weapon has a right-click effect, it's going to take priority. Ah, but boy, does it look cool. Ow. We didn't take any of those lightning shocks. Yeah, it looks cool. Um, this is joining the list of, yeah, wow, it's cool. I don't think it's useful, but it's cool. Because, not one of those lightning strikes hit anything important. Like, there's not much important around here, but there were mobs that did not get struck. Like, if it had an extra effect to make sure to make it more likely to actually make contact on a mob, maybe. But, but this one's just here to look cool, isn't it? Oh! Oh, I apologize. It does, in fact, have an extra effect to make sure it makes contact. Like, the lightning strikes are the secondary effect. I didn't even realize it. I just have to be close enough to it. I don't know. It's still not good. It's still not very good. That took a while to just kill a Vindicator. Or, yeah, a Vindicator and a Pillager. Not exactly the highest brow of opponents, and they still managed to survive for quite a while. But it looks really cool, and I think that's all that matters. But anyways, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. We didn't get a chance to head back to the end to get to try getting our hands on Clarence again, or to get the extra dragon we need for this. But I suppose that'll be part of what we do next time. I'll take the Enhancer Relic. I don't think I care too much about everything else. We have a lot of them, and a lot of the materials needed to make them again if need be. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I forgot the button to do this. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have. Well, okay, my dogs are doing things. And I hope you've... And I... Where was I? I totally distracted myself. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank you all so much for watching one more time, and a special thanks to the channel members. Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you all so much for your extra support. So, for now, for real now, take care, everybody.